1 year to the day since Joe Biden's inauguration, and thus far his time wandering around the White House has been a disaster on all fronts. He failed to crush the virus, which he was never going to do, but he promised it. But he is crushing in-person learning for kids. The economy is tanking,
1,
and
2,
inflation
3,
is
4, 5,
soaring.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Supply
10
chain
shifts.
is worse than ever.
Not
Bare
even a
shelves, Biden.
full day.
It's
These
a real
might be
thing.
days.
Just go to your local grocery store.
But at any rate, this is one of them, or at least part of those shifts,
wide open.
on some of those
crime,
things.
as you
Back
know,
it up.
is out
Calm
of
down.
control. So far,
This
the only
is
thing Joe Biden has built back better.
This is a couple of months
So it shouldn't
out
be
of the 90 I
surprise to
did.
anyone that
There's
Team Biden
about
would
2
like a
months
chance
on
to
here worth of
forget
stuff
this
that
whole last year and
I
just
didn't get to
start
filling in
over
yet,
fresh.
but
Here's their solution.
it would
Only
be ready
DC
to
could
go
cook up this solution. Joe
19 days into it. You would be,
According to
well,
NBC,
actually starting on the
consider
work days,
source,
the way I got this
senior
set up.
administration officials
You're gonna
are looking
be,
to launch a public reset and rebrand
oh,
of Joe
roughly
Biden,
here,
saying,
so
quote,
1, 2,
"There
3,
is a
4,
recognition
we
to
are
change the
somewhere
dynamic." What a
in
quote. You
here. So the
think?
rookie,
But let's be honest, can you really teach an
17th,
old
18th,
dog new
19th,
tricks?
okay.
Especially
Rookie
when
should
that dog has
be
been in
into about the
politics
stacker
for
duties if they
47
started at the
years.
year.
And
But
can
that
you learn
doesn't
those
matter,
tricks
really,
before
given the
red wave
dimensional
wipes out
analysis
his
here.
majority
Not
after
really.
midterms? Here now, Fox News
Given
senior
things,
political
how things
analyst
work.
and smart dude.
I bring this
Britt
up
Hume. Britt,
because
thanks so much for being here.
in here,
Joe 2.0.
we got some other
Your
classes
reaction
going on.
to that attempt?
Well, I'm not expecting.
Well, in the beginning there's math. There's different types of math and different ways to test it, and again, change the organization around how you exactly want to deal with some of these numbers. I mean, honestly, it gets pretty competitive, comprehensive. It's a vacuum problem. It's pretty gnarly in there. Heat, light, and sound for the squeaky. But that's any rotation that you can run. Again, I brought this up because 1 year. Now, roughly, going to be my new index. I want to do something special. I want to do something special to it because, you know, realistically, between Fox in the Box, CNBC, and a few other people that have come out, I got some horses. You know, I got some horses in this that I keep track of things and numbers on indexes that really might change the perspective of things from a whole set, right? You know, you would look at that and say, inside of here, there's some sets of ways I like to organize things to the arrangement on the board that as a table or a topology that deal with that metrics, cover a lot of the territory, the way the numbers need to be programmed into this, terminal velocity or students or inventions or anything.
He probably can't move away from
back to the small businesses.
His marriage with the far left. That's
in the build after
he's
going toe to toe with a bunch of the
is there any
companies.
chance that a Joe 2.0 would say, you know what?
The SAW
We're turning the
programs
corner
in
on
different
COVID a little bit
mountains.
here. We're gonna move into an
Moving the
environment where we
rock, or
recognize
just
natural
the
immunity,
town
where we don't do
topology,
mandates, where we don't lock
whichever
down,
one
where
that
we get
is,
kids back into school, where
or
we recognize we're gonna have to live
any
with this.
mill you
Maybe,
live in, just the basics.
You wouldn't even have to admit he's wrong. You
Everywhere
would just
for the
have
cost
to
and
say,
town
we're
line.
entering
And
a new
again,
phase.
that goes
At
to the
which
job.
point,
Obviously, this is a road
people
crew
can breathe again a
pothole
little
thing
bit.
on
Business goes back to
Zoom,
normal. Life goes
Peloton,
back to normal.
DocSign,
People might like
10 to
that
the
heading
78
into
hydrogen
Well, I
wave
think
function.
people might indeed like that,
There, go
but
grab
remember,
it.
for him to say the things that you
Well, I
just
got it here.
outlined would be for him to
Hydrogen?
contradict much
Well,
of the
sure,
policies
wave
that
function,
he has adopted,
Dirac
and
and
many of which are
Schrodinger in
still
here.
place. It seems to me what he
Five
would
Sigma
need to
stuff
do would be to
about
announce a
PCB
whole set
board, forbidden
of
NP,
policy
forbidden
changes
S
in which
order.
he'd be
Well, think about the
overruling,
simulator.
people like
Again,
Dr.
when somebody
Fauci
tells me
and
names on
his CDC
contracts of the
director and so
DCG
on,
here
and
for
I think that would
things
be-
of probability
hard
of things
move
you've
to
seen
make this time.
before,
This kind of thing,
contracts
though,
you
Pete,
know,
has
and
been done. I
diagrams
mean,
and
Bill Clinton
values to their
had a
mass,
very rough start
to
and
their
lost control of
projected,
Congress,
their
lost
how
control
they,
of the House of Representatives for
and
the
not
first
just
time in
occupying the field.
decades.
Like again, if we're gonna put out some
In the
maps and
elections
say,
in
hey,
19
this area right
1992
here is
and
affected by New
1994,
Biller
that was a huge
policy.
deal.
You know, it's going to
And,
come
he
through
made
like
a-
bolting
he
and
did a
welding
real-
something onto
a
this
real
thing
shift
because it's
at
going to
that
affect.
time, and he became more
It
moderate
really
than
will.
has been the
It's going to
government
affect
market.
this
So,
dollar bill to
well,
the rock, the
the
bread
lefty
store,
one
the
we'd see
grocery
for his
store,
first
the
year in
quantum
office.
mechanics of
But
this
that was
dollar
only after a
store,
big
and
washout at the polls, whose message was unmistakable.
seeing that these are all military bases, you would say, well, what's the click for colleges or prisons or excuse me, police stations, schools? You know, how does the clickety of the program work here when it works?
Interesting, very interesting point. I wonder if maybe we'll hear Joe Biden utter those words. The era of big government is over.
Where are we going
I
here?
don't feel
Wrong
like we
direction.
will, but that would be an interesting
Couple more
Joe
clicks.
2.0 echoing Bill Clinton. Britt Hume,
And
thank
you
you
know,
so
we're
much
right
for
into
your
the
time.
the
Appreciate
block
it. Wise words.
program.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.